Greetings, chosen ones. You've come to realize that the path before you is filled with moments of clarity, ones that demand discernment about who enters your life and who remains on the outside. You're here because you have been called to a purpose so unique, so powerful, that not everyone can accompany you. Sometimes, divine intervention is necessary to preserve what is sacred, closing doors in the faces of those who don't belong in your inner world. It might be hard to accept, but this boundary is a gift, a barrier against those who seek to disturb the peace in your life. Imagine standing at the gate of your own sanctum, seeing the faces of those who cannot proceed with you. This isn't rejection, rather, it's protection, an act by the divine to keep your spirit untainted. In this sacred realm, only those who truly resonate with your purpose can enter. These barriers are signs that your energy, your world, is worth protecting. Let's journey together to understand why these doors have closed and how you can embrace this season of separation. The act of a door closing in your life isn't always a sign of failure or rejection. Rather, it's often a profound act of divine intervention. Imagine for a moment that each closed door is a shield, carefully put in place by the divine to prevent the wrong energies, intentions, and influences from crossing into your sacred space. These closed doors can be perplexing at first, causing us to question our worth, our decisions, and even our relationships. Yet, in hindsight, these barriers often reveal themselves as blessings in disguise. It's essential to understand that God's hand is at work in these closures. Just as a shepherd keeps their flock safe from predators, God closes doors to protect your peace and sanctity. Sometimes, these doors separate you from people, places, or opportunities that would drain you of your spiritual strength. This protection is vital, for what lies ahead of you requires all the light and strength within you. But why must these separations happen? Is it not possible for everyone to partake in this journey with you? The reality is that few are ready to walk alongside the chosen, for the path is narrow and the commitment is great. To reach your destiny, sacrifices must be made, and relationships that don't serve you must be left behind. Remember, though, that with every closed door, another one opens, one that aligns with your true purpose. This is the beauty of divine intervention. Embrace the closures, for they are pathways to something more aligned with who you are becoming. As you continue down this path, the separation you experience may feel isolating, even painful. But take heart, for every separation serves a purpose in your journey. Those who have been removed from your life were not meant to accompany you to the places God is leading you. Separation is often misunderstood as a loss, but in reality, it's a profound gain, a gain of clarity, purpose, and alignment. Imagine for a moment that your life is a sacred temple, and only certain individuals have been granted permission to enter its most hallowed spaces. This separation is not meant to create animosity, but rather to establish sanctity. It's a divine act, ensuring that only those who align with your spirit, values, and mission can enter. When we look at Yeshua's life, we find examples of this wisdom. He understood that not everyone was meant to accompany him to every part of his journey. Even among his followers, there were moments when he separated himself, seeking solitude or the company of only a select few. This wasn't an act of exclusion, but rather of purposeful protection. Consider the ways in which this separation is shaping you. It's refining your character, teaching you discernment, and strengthening your spiritual resolve. Every relationship that has ended, every door that has closed, has brought you closer to discovering your true purpose and calling. Trust in the divine process, for this season of separation is leading you to something greater. In times of solitude, we often discover a deeper connection with the divine, one that brings clarity and wisdom about who should be part of our lives and who should not. Yeshua understood this principle well. He didn't allow just anyone into his most intimate circle. Rather, he reserved that space for those aligned with his mission, purpose, and heart. He exemplified the importance of guarding one's inner sanctuary. When we look closely, Yeshua often spoke in parables, his words intentionally accessible only to those open to deeper understanding. He said, "Do not give what is holy to the dogs, nor cast your pearls before swine, lest they trample them under their feet and turn and tear you in pieces." These words reveal the necessity of discernment in sharing the sacred parts of our lives. Not everyone appreciates the value of what is holy within you. This teaching is especially relevant for those chosen by God, as it underscores the need to protect your spiritual treasures. By allowing only those with a pure heart and clear intentions into your life, you preserve the sanctity of your purpose and avoid the pitfalls of negative influences. Guarding your inner world doesn't mean isolating yourself. Rather, it's about creating a safe space where your spirit can flourish without interference. In the days to come, consider carefully who has access to your innermost thoughts, dreams, and aspirations. Each interaction you allow into your life has the power to uplift or drain you, to inspire or discourage you. Seek wisdom and discernment as you build this boundary, understanding that it's not a wall of separation, but a gateway of preservation. As you journey through life, you may find yourself questioning why certain relationships or opportunities abruptly end, or why doors you eagerly hoped to walk through remain firmly shut. It's easy to feel disheartened, perhaps even rejected, when things don't go as planned. But what if these closed doors are actually acts of divine protection, shields placed between you and circumstances that would ultimately harm your soul or derail your purpose? Divine protection is an unseen force that guides you, often in ways that are difficult to understand in the moment. Imagine a shepherd carefully steering their flock away from dangerous paths, away from sharp cliffs and unseen predators lurking in the shadows. This is the image of how God, in his infinite wisdom, protects those he has chosen, creating boundaries to keep you from places that would not serve you. This protection may feel like a burden when it keeps you from something you thought was good, but it is, in truth, a blessing. Every closed door, every ended relationship, every missed opportunity may seem like a loss initially, but it's often an act of divine love. The weight of divine protection sometimes asks you to let go of things that feel essential or desired, only to reveal in time that these were paths that would have diverted you from your higher calling. God's purpose for you is far greater than what your current vision might allow you to see. These moments of separation are part of a larger design, one that refines your character and focuses your energy on what truly matters. This divine protection does not merely keep you safe from harm, it guides you towards the people, places, and opportunities that align with your highest good. As much as it removes, it also provides. The doors that close are signs that something better, more aligned with your spirit and purpose, is on its way. The people who exit your life are making room for others who will uplift and encourage you in ways that the departed could not. Every moment of separation is preparation for a connection that will resonate with your soul. Consider the story of Job, who faced profound loss and separation. He lost his family, his wealth, and his health, yet through it all, he was protected in ways he could not initially see. In the end, Job's blessings were restored tenfold, a reminder that divine protection is always working behind the scenes, preparing greater blessings that the chosen may not yet comprehend. The weight of God's hand may sometimes feel heavy, but it's a weight that strengthens your spirit, refining you for the next chapter of your journey. In the moments of loss or rejection, it's natural to feel sadness, perhaps even a sense of grief for what could have been. But as you look back, you will often see that each closed door was a step closer to a destiny beyond what you could have imagined. The protection of God doesn't just shield you from what's harmful, it directs you towards what is holy, pure, and worthy of your soul's energy. This divine guidance is an act of love. As a chosen one, part of your journey involves discerning who belongs in your inner world and who does not. The people in your life have a profound influence on your thoughts, energy, and spirit. Recognizing those who are not meant to join you on your journey is crucial for preserving the purity of your path and remaining true to your calling. It's not easy to let go of people, especially those who have been a part of your life for a long time. You may feel a strong sense of loyalty, attachment, or even obligation. However, God sometimes removes people from your life as a way of clearing distractions, challenges, or influences that don't support the spiritual growth you're meant to experience. This is why, at times, certain relationships seem to fade or end unexpectedly. They are not aligned with the path you're on, and God is gently guiding you away from them for a reason. When these separations occur, it's important not to view them as failures or losses. Instead, consider them signs of divine alignment, carefully orchestrated to ensure that only those with pure intentions, genuine love, and shared purpose remain in your circle. In Yeshua's teachings, we see this principle reflected time and again. He surrounded himself with those who understood his mission and shared his commitment, while others who didn't align with his purpose were kept at a distance. This wasn't out of coldness, but out of discernment, an understanding that not everyone can walk the same path. Discernment is a gift, one that allows you to recognize who truly supports your journey and who may be hindering it. Not everyone will understand or accept the path you're called to walk, and that's okay. Your purpose is unique, and so too are the people who are meant to share it with you. God grants us this wisdom to see beyond appearances and into the heart of those around us, to feel the energies that align with ours and those that don't. Sometimes, people reveal their true intentions slowly. They may start with kindness or interest, but gradually show signs of envy, judgment, or doubt. When you notice these signs, trust in the discernment God has given you. Honor it by setting healthy boundaries and allowing only those who genuinely uplift and support you to stay close. This is not a selfish act, but a sacred one, a step that ensures your purpose is shielded from negative influences. As you step forward in your calling, you'll find that some people are drawn to the light within you, while others are repelled by it. This is natural. Your presence will illuminate things in others that they may not be ready to face. For some, this reflection will inspire change, while for others, it will create discomfort. Recognize that not everyone is ready to embrace your journey, and that's why they must remain on the outside. Allowing these separations may feel challenging, but it is essential for growth. In walking the path of the chosen, you'll find yourself existing in a realm that not everyone can understand or access. Yeshua often spoke about the hidden treasures of the faithful, the spiritual riches that await those willing to separate themselves from worldly distractions and desires. He urged his followers to seek the kingdom of God, an inner realm of peace and truth, accessible only to those who surrender to a higher calling. This inner kingdom is a sanctuary, a sacred place within each chosen one, protected and guarded by divine wisdom. Yeshua taught his disciples in a way that separated them from the crowds. He spoke in parables, sharing secrets of the kingdom that only those with an open heart could truly grasp. To you, it has been given to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, he said, but to them it has not been given. Through these words, Yeshua showed that the chosen ones are entrusted with a unique understanding, a hidden realm where divine wisdom is shared and cherished. This inner world is not meant to be shared with just anyone. It's a place of deep communion with God, a place where His voice becomes clearer and more personal. As you move forward in your spiritual journey, it's essential to recognize that not everyone is meant to understand or access the depths of your faith. This hidden realm within you is sacred, and sharing it indiscriminately can dilute its power and meaning. When you open this part of yourself, only do so with those who truly appreciate and respect it, those who can see beyond the surface and honor the divine essence within you. In today's world, where sharing every thought and feeling has become the norm, the value of keeping certain truths close to your heart cannot be overstated. Protecting this sacred space is a way of honoring both God and yourself. It allows your faith to grow in strength and purity, untainted by external opinions or misunderstandings. Like Yeshua, who often withdrew to quiet places to pray and be alone, you too may find that solitude is where your connection to God becomes strongest. Embracing the hidden realm of the faithful is not about secrecy, but about wisdom. It's about understanding that the mysteries God shares with you are precious, meant for your spiritual growth and guidance. As you nurture this inner sanctuary, you'll notice a deepening of your faith, an increase in inner peace, and a clarity that comes from being aligned with God's will. In this sacred space, you receive direction, encouragement, and the courage to continue on the chosen path. When you encounter people who don't understand or even dismiss your journey, remember that your calling is unique to you. Not everyone is meant to walk this path, and that's perfectly okay. The blessings and revelations meant for you will remain within you, guiding you and bringing you closer to the divine. The words of Yeshua continue to ring true. Do not give what is holy to the dogs, nor cast your pearls before swine. Keep the treasures of your faith protected and share them only with those who will appreciate and honor their significance. As you walk the chosen path, there are often subtle and profound signs that reveal you are protected by a higher power. Divine intervention is not always dramatic or visible. It often manifests in quiet ways that only those with spiritual discernment can notice. When God shields you, He places barriers around your life, guiding you away from situations or people that could bring harm or disrupt your purpose. Recognizing these signs of divine protection can deepen your trust and understanding of the path you're on. One of the most common signs is the closing of doors you had once hoped would open. Perhaps you applied for a position or sought out a relationship that seemed promising, only for it to fall through unexpectedly. While it might initially feel like rejection, these moments are often God's way of redirecting you towards something better aligned with your spirit. The disappointment you feel in these moments is temporary, but the peace that follows when you realize it was for your benefit is lasting. God sees beyond the present and knows what will nurture your soul and what could potentially hinder it. Another sign of divine protection is the unexplainable sense of peace you feel amid uncertainty or danger. When facing challenges, there may be a calmness within you that doesn't align with the intensity of the situation. This peace, which surpasses all understanding, is a powerful indication of God's presence surrounding you. It's a reminder that no matter how chaotic things appear externally, God's shield of protection keeps you safe internally, grounding you in a peace that only He can provide. Sometimes, divine protection manifests through coincidences or timely interventions. You may notice instances where certain events occur just in time to prevent negative outcomes, or you find yourself at the right place at the right moment. These aren't mere accidents, but orchestrations by a loving God who is actively involved in your life. Each coincidence serves as a reminder that you are being watched over, guided, and protected even when you aren't aware of it. Your intuition, too, is a powerful tool that God often uses to communicate His protection. When you feel an unexplainable urge to avoid a certain person, place, or action, it's often divine wisdom steering you away from harm. Honoring this intuition is essential, for it's one of the ways God keeps you safe and aligned with His purpose for you. As you strengthen your faith, you'll find that your intuition becomes sharper, guiding you with clarity and conviction. There are also moments when people seem to drift out of your life for reasons you can't fully explain. Friendships fade, relationships end, or certain connections weaken unexpectedly. While it may feel like loss, it's often God removing those who aren't meant to share in your future. These separations can feel painful, but in time, you'll see they were necessary. God knows what you need and what could potentially hinder your growth, and His protection includes placing distance between you and those who are not aligned with your calling. As you recognize these signs of divine protection, let them serve as a source of comfort and encouragement. They remind you that you are not alone on this journey. A higher power is constantly watching over you, guiding you, and shielding you from unseen dangers. Trust in this divine protection, knowing that each closed door, each sense of peace, and each timely intervention is God's way of affirming that you are indeed chosen and deeply loved. Remember, God's protection may not always look the way you expect, but it is always working for your highest good. These signs are His assurance that, no matter what challenges you face, you are surrounded by His love and guidance. Embrace this protection as a profound gift, and let it strengthen your faith as you continue on the path He has set before you. As you continue to walk in alignment with your purpose, you may find that elements from your past attempt to resurface, seeking to draw you back into old habits, relationships, or mindsets. This is often a test of your strength and commitment to the new path you've chosen. When the past tries to re-enter your life, it's an opportunity to reaffirm your growth, to stand firm in the person you are becoming, and to recognize the boundaries that God has helped you establish. There may be people who reach out, perhaps wanting to reconnect or rekindle a relationship that once existed. While it's natural to feel nostalgic or curious, remember that not everyone from your past is meant to join you in your future. Reflect on why these relationships or circumstances ended. Were they life-giving, or did they drain your spirit? When God closes a door, it's often because He knows what's best for your soul. Reopening those doors can sometimes allow old wounds or negative influences to creep back in, slowing down or even reversing the progress you've made. Yeshua once said, "No one, having put his hand to the plow and looking back, is fit for the kingdom of God." This powerful reminder encourages us not to dwell on or return to what we have left behind. Looking back often weakens our resolve, drawing us away from the future God has prepared for us. By keeping our gaze forward, we remain focused on the purpose we're called to fulfill, unencumbered by past burdens. Standing strong means setting clear boundaries, not only for yourself, but for others. Those who respect your growth will understand and support your decision to distance yourself from past situations that no longer serve you. However, there may be those who challenge these boundaries, trying to convince you to revert to old ways or past versions of yourself. Remember that you have been called to a higher purpose, and with that calling comes the responsibility to protect your spirit from influences that could divert you from your path. When you feel tempted to entertain these voices from the past, seek God's guidance. Spend time in prayer, asking for wisdom and discernment. God's voice within you is a source of strength, helping you to see clearly and stand firm. Sometimes, in moments of uncertainty, divine guidance will gently remind you of the reasons why certain doors were closed. This inner clarity is a gift, anchoring you to the truth of your journey and reinforcing your boundaries. Another key to standing strong is surrounding yourself with people who uplift and support your growth. When you are surrounded by individuals who share your values and encourage your faith, you gain strength to resist the pull of the past. These people remind you of the joy and freedom found in your current path, helping you stay anchored in the present and excited for the future. Finally, remember that each time you choose to say no to the past, you are choosing yes to your future. Every decision to uphold your boundaries strengthens your resolve, deepens your connection to God, and reinforces your commitment to becoming the person He intends you to be. This journey is not always easy, but with each step forward, you gain the power to stand strong against anything that tries to pull you backward. Walking the path of a chosen one often means embracing periods of solitude, times when it feels as though few people truly understand or support the journey you're on. This solitude, however, is not a punishment or a sign of failure. It's a sacred space intentionally created by God for you to grow, reflect, and connect more deeply with Him. In the quietness of solitude, you find clarity and strength, both of which are essential for fulfilling your purpose. Many people view solitude as loneliness, but for the chosen, solitude can be a source of profound peace and insight. This is a time for you to listen to the whispers of God without the distractions of the world around you. It's within this space that God reveals aspects of His plan that require your full attention, free from external influences. Embracing this solitude allows you to refine your spirit, preparing you for the mission that lies ahead. Yeshua often sought solitude, withdrawing from the crowds to pray and reconnect with His Father. These moments of isolation were not acts of avoidance, but rather of preparation. In those quiet moments, Yeshua gained strength and guidance, equipping Himself to serve others with compassion and wisdom. His example reminds us that solitude is not something to fear, but something to welcome as part of our spiritual development. As you move forward, recognize that solitude is a time of spiritual refinement. It's a chance to shed any doubts or fears and to rediscover the strength God has placed within you. When the world's noise fades, your soul becomes more attuned to the divine's guidance. You'll notice a newfound resilience, a quiet confidence that comes from knowing you are walking in alignment with God's will. This solitude allows you to recognize the depth of your faith and the power of your purpose, anchoring you in a sense of belonging to something greater. In this sacred solitude, you may also experience moments of revelation, new insights, dreams, or ideas that resonate deeply within your heart. These are gifts, hints of the path that lies ahead, gently guiding you towards your destiny. Embrace these revelations with an open heart, trusting that they are seeds of wisdom planted by God. As you nurture them in silence, they will grow and eventually bear fruit, leading you closer to the fulfillment of your purpose. It's natural to feel the urge to share every revelation or insight, but remember that some things are meant to be kept close, to be cherished privately until the right time. When you honor these moments of divine revelation, you protect the sanctity of what God is building within you. Just as a seed needs time in the dark soil before it emerges, your dreams and insights need solitude to take root and grow strong. Embracing solitude also means accepting that not everyone will understand your journey, and that's okay. You were chosen for a unique path, one that requires a level of focus and dedication that may be misunderstood by others. The solitude you experience is a divine invitation to deepen your relationship with God, to find strength in His presence, and to prepare yourself for what lies ahead. In this season of solitude, you are not alone. You are walking hand in hand with the divine, who is guiding you with love and purpose. Remember, solitude is not the end of your journey, but a necessary step in your spiritual ascent. In this quietness, you are being equipped for the challenges and triumphs yet to come. As you near the end of this season of separation, it's essential to hold on to the promise of peace that lies beyond every closed door. Yeshua assured his followers, "Peace I leave with you, my peace I give to you. I do not give to you as the world gives." This peace is not just the absence of chaos, but a deep, abiding tranquility that comes only from knowing you are walking in alignment with God's will. For every door that has closed, there is a profound sense of peace waiting to fill the space left behind. This peace is a gift, a reassurance from the divine that you are exactly where you need to be. You may look back on the closed doors and see the situations, people, and opportunities that once seemed essential. But as you grow, you realize that what you've gained, this unshakable peace, is far more valuable than anything left behind. Yeshua's promise of peace is a shield, a sanctuary that protects your spirit from the storms outside and within. It's a reminder that despite the losses and changes, there is a divine purpose guiding each step. As you embrace this peace, you also come to understand that what is meant for you will come to you without struggle or force. The doors that God opens require no excessive effort, no manipulation, only faith and alignment. This is the essence of the chosen path, moving forward with confidence, knowing that each door that opens is a gift, a blessing that aligns perfectly with God's plan for you. Trust in this divine timing, knowing that every closed door has prepared you for what lies ahead. Yeshua's peace offers freedom from the need to control every outcome. When you surrender to this peace, you release the burdens of fear, worry, and doubt. You no longer feel the need to chase opportunities or relationships that don't serve your soul. Instead, you move forward with trust, allowing God's guidance to lead you. In this peace, there is no place for anxiety. Only faith, love, and a sense of purpose remain. This promise of peace also brings clarity. The more you embrace it, the more you see your path clearly. You become aware of what truly matters, who truly supports you, and what truly brings fulfillment. In this clarity, you are able to make decisions that align with your calling, unburdened by the noise and distractions of the world. Yeshua's peace becomes the compass guiding you toward a life filled with meaning and aligned with God's purpose. As you continue forward, remember that this peace is not temporary, it is everlasting. It will remain with you as a constant companion, a source of strength, even when new challenges arise. The doors that have closed behind you have brought you to this place of unbreakable peace, and nothing can take it from you. Each day, allow this peace to remind you of the love, purpose, and guidance that surround you as a chosen one. So when you look back on the doors that have closed, look with gratitude, for they were part of a divine process that led you here. Each one played a role in refining your spirit, teaching you to trust in God's timing and helping you grow into the person you are becoming. Hold on to Yeshua's promise of peace, and let it be the foundation on which you build your future. With each step forward, know that this peace will guide and sustain you. There may be new doors that close and new challenges that arise, but you will always carry this peace within you. It is a gift from God, a sign that you are chosen, loved, and protected, and it will be with you as you step boldly into the next chapter of your journey.
Chosen ones, if you enjoy our videos and would like to support our channel, feel free to buy us a coffee. The link will be in the description below. Thanks for watching and have a blessed day.